Hello everyone, welcome to ZB Farms. We have quite a bit of stuff we got to do, and unfortunately it is going to rain in a little bit. So basically we are just going to try to get as much done as we possibly can before the rain comes. The first thing that we need to do that is a must is we have to get a brooder box cleaned up. It's one we kind of quickly built last year and it worked really well. So we got to get that cleaned up. I have to sand down the sides and then I'm going to go pick up some sealer for it and get it sealed up really good. Because we have chickens and ducklings, or chicks and ducklings that are going to be born or start hatching, not born. They're going to start hatching probably next Monday will be the technical start date. So we have to get this done now. And then what we're going to do is, just get it cleaned up and going and then see how far we can get on everything. One piece of plywood is done, which means we just have 3 more to go for the 3 other walls. So I'm not going to make you guys watch that in real time. We're going to speed this stuff up. While I continue to work on that brooder box, Justin and the kids, well, the boys and Amelia, are going to be out here breaking up the ground because this little kiddie pool we're actually going to bury and turn it into a pond for the ducks and everything. So they're kind of just getting started on breaking up the soil and doing all of that. Get it, Goob!
Trevor, just make sure you saw her walking towards you.
Are you our helper? I don't remember what your name is. We might have to figure out new names for you guys. Well, we have not videoed in a few weeks, but that's because we just wanted to spend some time with family. So yeah, that's what we did. Now, we just got a shipment of a bunch of compost right there. So we have to get that out into this market garden, and we've already planted the potatoes, as you guys watched us do a few weeks ago. So the potatoes are actually doing super well. I'm super happy with how they're coming along. Today, we are going to get this compost laid out in rows, and we are going to start planting corn. This weekend, I should say. We're going to start planting the corn. So that is on the docket. It is Memorial Day weekend. We have a nice long weekend. So we should get quite a bit done. You're enough for 2 rows cleared off. So we're going to get those 2 rows in, and then we'll kind of break up the soil a little bit for the rest and kind of weed a little bit as we go. But yeah, so we're going to get that going. And now we're going to move a bunch of dirt. Did find some dirt? You're gonna need a bath today. I know, it's good dirt.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
What are you on, my dear?
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Good morning, everybody. So yesterday was rather rainy. It is Memorial Day now, so we missed a day from when you guys watched us working last time. Yesterday was like rainy almost all day, but we have 3 rows made. So right now I am actually going to get started on planting corn, and we are planting, it's a sweet corn variety. This is natural sweet from Johnny Selected Seeds. We're gonna get started on planting these. We're gonna do, in each one of these rows, we're gonna do about 3 or 4 rows of corn. So they're gonna be fairly close together. And then I'm gonna come down and bring down some arches and netting, because we kind of had a situation where birds ate all of our corn last year. The birds and the deer. So we're going to kind of cover it to try to see if we can save it. So that is the plan. And I should probably go let the girls out because Cosmos managed to sneak out. So I'm going to go and let the girls out so that they don't get jealous and mad before I get started on planting this corn. One row done. Now I have 2 rows prepped. We're gonna see how many seeds we can get in these 2 rows, and then we'll plant some more when I get some more rows built. but we're just gonna keep knocking these out and get this corn planted because I want to desperately grow corn this year. All the corn is now planted and everything. We watered it, but I took a break because I was getting really tired and my back was getting really sore. So I'm gonna re-water all of this corn, and then we're gonna put up hoops, and then I gotta find some netting, bird netting, which we have some, I just gotta find it. And we're gonna put that over top of all of these rows to hopefully keep these damn birds away from it, and deer. So that is the plan. But first we're gonna re-water all of them just so that they're nice and damp and wet for the corn, because the corn of course was dry, so we want to make sure that they get super hydrated. But these are planted. Corn is a heavy nitrogen feeder, so these were planted in 100% compost, the works, and then I'll probably put more compost down as the year progresses, as the summer progresses, so that they get plenty of food. But I really want corn to grow. This will be the first year in years that I will have corn growing and not dying before we get a chance. So that is the plan, that is the hope. A few nights ago, I actually came out here to our market garden to do some work. I didn't video because I was kind of rushing and it was getting dark. But I came out here to do some work in the market garden, and one of the things I had to do was get mulch down. I got mulch on all of the corn beds to help kind of keep animals from getting in there. From what I can tell, it looks like it's working, so we're gonna pray it does. The next step that I have to do though is I need to get bird netting on all of this. So my plan is to get bird netting on it tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to get to it tonight because I'm gonna need some help, but we're gonna get bird netting on all of these beds as well to hopefully keep the birds from eating the corn. But that same night, I wanted to work on another garden bed, get it weeded, or at least get the soil broken up so I could weed it the next day. However, first off, if you know where we live in the state of Michigan. The frost line in the state of Michigan is, I want to say, like 6 feet. And what that means is you need to have any water lines below that. So it needs to be below that 6-foot threshold. My broad fork that I've been using is, I want to say, about 12 inches. It's a 12-inch broad fork, so the tines on it are about 12 inches long. I came, completely pierced the water line that sends the water to all of our pastures. So I had to rush, get Justin to turn off the water, which that means it turns off the water to our barn, to our other garden, to our small garden up by our house, to all of the pastures, everything. Luckily, we don't have any animals in the pastures right now, but that is a big inconvenience. So our plan is, for now, we are going to avoid kind of the straight shot. So it's a straight shot from here to our water line that way. So I'm basically going to avoid that section on either side of it, a pretty big chunk, to make sure I don't nick it again. And then in the fall or later in the summer or something, we'll come out here and basically redo the water line, get a trencher and dig it much deeper, because less than a foot under the surface is not good for here in Michigan. So that kind of sucked. But I am back out here. I am going to continue weeding this new garden bed, get as much of the weeds out of it as I possibly can really quick. And then I am going to go inside, milk the goats, and I've got a lot of stuff to do. I have to count soaps today so I can start putting them on Etsy to start selling. So if you guys are in the market for any soaps, you guys can go and check out our Etsy page. It's going to be linked below. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be grand. So I'm going to get started on this before it gets too dark, because it is dark. It is like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I want to say it's like 8:30 right now. So I'm going to get started on this and try to get prepped for getting all the rest of the stuff in the ground, which is amazing that we're at that time of year.